Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading that focuses on one thing and one thing only: manifesting. Your ability to manifest. That is my main job. I want to inspire you, I want to encourage you, and I want to give you the truth as best I know it. I am not interested in anything else. I'm not interested in necessarily accumulating a lot of people subscribing, although I understand that within recent weeks, YouTube, as they have a tendency of doing, has modified things. So you subscribing is very helpful so that they know at least that there are people interested in this channel. Okay, and the people interested in this tarot manifesting channel are serious people. Most of the people I know who do tarot try to make it a predictive tool. It is not. Tarot is all about potential. Okay, that's why I do a reading every day, 365, every single day. I don't miss. If I miss, you know that I'm either sick or something very, very important is taking me away. Otherwise, I'm here every day, 365, holidays and all. And the reason is I'm making a commitment to you. I will give you the very best energy reading dealing with tarot every single day. Now, will the message always resonate with you? No. No. We have 8 billion people on the planet. I would be surprised. In fact, you could probably knock me over with a leaf. If we even had 100,000 people out of the 8 billion resonate to the energy or the frequency. We're all different. We all came here with a special reason. Whether we're aware of the reason or not doesn't make any difference. We're all here to fulfill karma. And we're all different. We have different expressions. We all can't be the same. Everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to be good looking. Everybody wants a new house, a new car, a big this. Because the reason you believe that is because you've been brainwashed, just like me. The people who control us want us to become addicted to things that they own, things that they control, meaning they control us. Remember, whatever you own owns you. You get a car? Well, you got to maintain it. Got to pay for gasoline and oil. You got to get the car maintained, new tires, new shock absorbers. You got to get it washed. You got all kinds of things. You got insurance. And that's just one thing. Now you got a house, it becomes more and more difficult. You have children, it's more and more difficult. Children, by the way, are probably the best part of that whole deal. I'm sorry to throw them in there. But the point is that everything that you own owns you. You got to take care of it, right? They have done that to imprison us, to enslave us. They keep us in debt. So we have to keep jobs that we hate, giving up moments of our life we're never going to get back again, ever. Stop and think for a minute. The way the system is arranged, and remember, we can change this system. I'll talk about that in a minute. We can change this system by changing ourselves individually. We have the power. That's part of what manifesting is, which is the reason why they really don't push manifesting very much at all. And a lot of what they push is a lie. You cannot be anything that you want. Find your destiny. Go to numerology. Go to astrology, which, by the way, is the science of timing. It's the science of cycles. Whereas tarot is potential. Astrology is timing. Both very important, both very helpful, and both instrumental in helping you to find your life purpose. If you find that, which you will if you look, now start to manifest in that direction. You're going to find much better connection. You're going to find much more peace in your life, more joy. By the way, peace and joy are more important than happiness. Okay, happiness comes and goes. Comes and goes. You could be happy this morning, sad this afternoon. Sad this morning, happy this afternoon. It flips-flops. But joy, peace, they stay. And that's what we try to do, and that's why I go for this daily reading. I look at the energy. If it applies, if you feel it, go for it. If it's even of interest, if it's even a curiosity, follow up on it. It may lead you somewhere that you're not even thinking of right now that will open up doors for you. So my goal, outside of to get you to subscribe so YouTube knows that somebody gives a damn about this thing, is to help you make connections with the most important person in your life, yourself. With that in mind, let's go to the Oracle card. That's the middle card here in the reading. The Oracle card for today is community. Now, with community, you see the giraffe, mama giraffe, baby giraffe, you see all the animals and stuff. You would think community, it's people who, it's my family, so to speak. Not necessarily my genetic family, but my family. We share the same philosophy. We say share the same spirituality. Yeah, and no. Before you do any of that, you have to become community with yourself. You have to, the number one connection that you have to make in your life is with you. That's not narcissism. That's understanding who and what you are to the best of your ability. For example, a lot of people these days, and especially women, if you ask them, what are you, how would you rate yourself? They'd all go, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10. Well, you look at them like you would at guys. Nobody's a 10, for starters. Nobody. They may look good. There may be a nice veneer, a pleasant veneer, a sexy veneer, but nobody's a 10. So in my case, I'm an old guy, not that good looking, not rich by any stretch of the imagination in terms of money, but I'm rich in other things. I will look in the mirror and I will go 3, maybe 4 on a good day. My best years, I was maybe a 6. Today, 3 or 4. I'm an old guy. You know what? I'm at peace with that. It's okay. That's fine. Because what I'm trying to do each and every day is get the most out of that 3 or 4, be the best 3 or 4 I could possibly be. And if I can add and maybe squeeze up to a 5, I'll take it. But I ain't never going to be anything close to a 10, never have been, never going to be. I'm okay. That's where you have to be. You need that connection with yourself. See yourself honestly, realistically, and affectionately. Very important connection. And so that's what we're talking about, community here. Community of one, community with yourself. The meme for today is not exactly a meme. It's a little story, little article I found out about something called biophotons, the light of our cells. Biophotons are a radiant source of information submerged in our DNA. And there has a relatively new, although Bruce Lipton, a friend of mine, has been talking about it for 30 years, the biology of belief, how important epigenetics is. You have more control over your life, yourself, than you even realize. And the story says it is imperative, it's important to feed ourselves on positive thoughts in order to evolve consciousness. Cells are guided by an external field of information. The rhythm is a quantum phenomenon, but basically, we know that we are essentially a being of light. That when it comes to healing, the implications are huge. For example, we know that amounts of light can trigger or stop cascading reactions in our cells. In other words, we're finding out your consciousness is related to light, related to your spirit, related to your health, related to every single part. That's why I do this. Your thoughts are energy, and they have a profound effect on your life. That's why you have to make the biggest connection of your life with yourself. First card all the way over to the left, the 5 of Pentacles. You see the boy, it looks like, doesn't look like a man, a boy and his mom in the cold, poorly dressed. The boy is crippled, and they're passing in front of a church. In the older version of the 5 of Pentacles, and you can see it's a church. So stop and think for a minute. Here these people are Suffering. It's wintertime, it's cold, they're poorly dressed, they got to be freezing their noogies. The boy is crippled, makes it twice as difficult, and they're passing in front of a church. You see the Five Pentacles, lights are on. They could go into the church. If nothing else, they could at least sleep on a pew. It would be warm. But being a church, they might even be fed. But they're not worthy. Pentacles is value. They do not value themselves. They do not have the connection of self, with self, for self. Not in a selfish, narcissistic way, but in a way of potential. That's what we all are, is potential. That's what our whole life is potential. And it's amazing to me how often people give up. And they become the Five of Pentacles card. Here they have some relief. They walk by, I'm not worthy. The next card over is one that is particularly interesting. And this happens to be the Moon. Bewilderment. Not seeing the whole picture. Others lying to you, deceiving you. Maybe you deceiving yourself because you don't have that connection. Just like these people in the Five of Pentacles. They go past possibility. They could get some relief, but they're not worth it. The Moon card says the same thing. You're not seeing everything. You're not seeing what your potential is. You're not allowing yourself to see what your potential is. Don't expect anybody to say, hey, here's your potential. That's your job. That's our job. That's what you're here to find out. And we do now know that the light in ourselves, the biophotons, have everything to do with our health, welfare, happiness, joy, peace. That's our connection to ourselves. And so the next card is a beauty, for sure. For many people, it's their favorite card. That's the Sun card. Illumination. You begin to see, you're on a journey where you're beginning to see what your true worth is, not by the values of some jerk-ass banker who's trying to control the world, not by view of the mass media, not by anybody else's view, but by yourself. Number one connection is with yourself. You have to make community with yourself. The Sun says that, yes, you are ready for clarity, for illumination. You can connect with yourself. But you got to make a decision. That's the final card, Two of Swords. Swords are thoughts, ideas. What are you going to choose? You're going to choose to be like the Five of Pentacles and just pass by any opportunity. It doesn't make any difference. I'm here to suffer. Life is full of suffering. I'm not worth it. Who cares? Or are you going to decide to dive in? Make that connection. Do what's necessary to connect with yourself in a positive, happy, peaceful, joyful way. Your choice. That's what we're all here to do. What are you going to choose? That's the tarot reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao Manifesting Tarot. Hope you're here with me. If not, between now and the next time we get together, peace and blessings.